Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is George Kosh. I'm the CEO of Worldprofit. Today is the 5th day of December, rapidly approaching our holiday season. Hopefully everybody's excited. Sales in November were fantastic. We're really happy about it. We have sales champions to announce and everything like that. I hope everybody's ready. Today we've got some good news. I will be saving till the end. So stay with us and enjoy. These workshops are designed for newbies and veterans, of course, but mostly for people that are new. I see every question that Sophia, our AI, has asked, and yeah, they're pretty basic in some cases. So I want to make sure that I go over those things and give everybody updates and things like that. Worldprofit, as most of you know, started over 30 years ago. We started back in 1994, and it was a result of I got out of the military. I went right to military college out of high school and got out of there and finished my degree in math and physics and became a pilot. Took 13 months of training and I got my wings and I flew various different aircraft. But my last posting was as an instructor on our jet trainers. Very similar in the US to the T-38s, the same thing. You can be an instructor, teach people, future pilots how to fly. I really enjoyed teaching. I thought it was great, very rewarding. Worldprofit then came to be. I got offered, after 10 years of service, a great package for getting out. And so I did. I thought, well, I'll go fly for the airlines or I'll do something else. And guess what? This just happened. Everybody knows. This is kind of funny. I've seen some infomercials and people say, the internet started in 1996. I think, no, it didn't. It started pretty much late 94. That's when things really started happening. And in 1995, if memory serves me, Microsoft was run by Bill Gates. And he said, we're converting Microsoft to the internet. And I think that was about mid 95. And that's when things just went crazy. You know, Netscape got trounced. Mosaic was kind of the browser that was. And then we had Microsoft kind of belly flopping until Google took over. And here we are all these years later. We learned a lot about doing business online, though, back then, because it was very difficult. It was challenging because what did you sell? You know, it was the domains and hosting and stuff like that. It was very complex. But we've simplified it because we have what's called lesson number 3. And even back in the mailing days, before the internet, the secret was getting leads. Our old partner way back then got leads by buying mailing lists. He would actually purchase like magazine size mailing lists, right? Where they go through and they'd have to, you know, contact a label maker and do all of this stuff and mailings and everything. And it was a matter of generating leads because he had this, it was a card deck. People would phone and all this stuff, but it was leads. Every single thing that was done was for leads, and it was extremely costly. Nowadays, it costs nothing to generate leads. It's completely free. The change, the problem, yeah, you need somewhere to store the leads. You need some way to follow up with them. Now, what we used to do was send out a cassette tape to them or a mailer. It was like, I wish I would have saved one. It was a little booklet. And you won't get them in the mail still. They all come, right? They stuffed in there and you kind of look, and it's called junk mail, right? But it does work. I mean, I look through some of the stuff, and like Costco, you know, they send stuff out. How can you resist, right? We don't have to do that unless you want to. But we used to do that, all to just send stuff to leads. It was a really tough time. Oh, poor us. Now it's a matter of using these things called safelists and traffic exchanges. You've got Facebook. You still have Twitter or X. You have these places where you can post information, classified ad sites. It's all possible now for free. But you're paying us like, whoa, what Worldprofit do? Well, we give you a website and we give you a place to hold all of those leads, prospect management system. We've got our associate system. We're an affiliate program. So if you recommend us, you get a commission. And that's how that all took off. And we were the first affiliate program. We didn't even know it was called affiliate. Like we just had somebody in 1994. It was about December, believe it or not. I think it was November or December. Bear with me. These are really cool stories. And he phoned me. And he said, I love your system. I really do. I've got a domain now. I've got all this stuff. His name was Charles. Great guy. And he said, but I want to refer people to you. And back then it was $5,000. $5,000 for a site. And we had a free classified ad system included in it. It was really cool. And he said, how much? And I turned to Sandy Hunter, our president, and I said, what do you think? She said, 20%. It's like a car. It's like when a dealer sells a car, they get 5% or whatever. We said 20, because this guy had people. He was ready to go. He said, I've got 5 orders. And I went, wow, that's $25,000. And I would pay out $4 or $5 grand. So we created a system that tracked everything. And he brought in the sales. And we became an affiliate program. We called them dealers. So you might still see that word floating around. Dealer. Are you a dealer? That's what dealers are, right? You go to a car to get a car and there's a dealer there, right? And I say, hey, I'm your salesman. I'm your dealer. Anyways, lesson 3 is about generating leads. And I got to tell you, it's so funny watching the questions come into Sophia. Where do I start? What do I do? I want to promote. I want to, where's the landing pages? Where's this? Where's that? So we're going to talk about that today in our topics. It seems easy when you've done this. I'm sure most of you in here right now, we've got a good room full of people, are saying, well, it's pretty simple. I just go and I click on the training and the ad examples and I send those out. No, it's not that easy. Not if you don't know what's going on. So that's why I'm here. And if you have questions, fill them in. I've got a nice new interface on my phone here for these questions. They stand out better, so that's really good. Stay on lesson 3 and do lesson 3. Somebody said the other day, well, there's no lesson 3 video. And I thought, well, it doesn't say lesson 3 video. It used to, believe it or not. I used to say lesson 1, 2, and 3 video. And I thought, well, why do I have to say that anymore? It's a video. You go to training. So anyways, I told them that. I said, here's the video. It's under training. Go watch it. Or if you get lost, just click the start here button on the left-hand menu. And I always point it out. It's right there. It says start here. So I might even move this up. I don't know what you folks think, but I might move the start here button way up to the top here, just above where it says platinum. I just want people to see it. Start here. And when you click that button, it takes you to the videos that you should be watching. There's 2 of them. And that's great. And of course, the videos are available right on that main page too, right? But I always say, just click the start here button. And you can read them and you can watch them. The first video is orientation. It's going to just take you through kind of what's going on in here. And the second one is how to earn with Worldprofit. It says it right there, how to earn money with Worldprofit. The problem, people are not doing the video. They're just watching the video and then coming back a few days later and saying, well, what do I do? Sophia, our AI, is extremely powerful when it comes to that. It says exactly what to do. So this is helping sales. I've never seen so many one sellers. They sell 1 package a month. They're great. Hey, great. But it's because they're promoting. I promoted for 2 weeks. And I had them come to me because remember when we changed from the monitor program to the AI? I had it so that my leads that I would generate from, oh my goodness, all the years of promoting would just come and go to the monitors. And then accidentally I forgot, and they were coming to me, right? Because monitors weren't there. And I made 2 sales. I got my MCEC without knowing it. They just, people signed up. I got these emails saying you sponsored somebody. I went, huh? What? Oh, and then I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it. So I made 2 sales. We gave them away. This works. You just have to promote. Okay, so you join sites, you copy ads, and you post them. That's what you do. You do that every day, though. Don't fall off, right? Don't fall off the wagon. Get on the wagon and promote. It's so easy. You can get a real good session going. It will take you 20 minutes a day to do a lot of promotion, right? You just get used to it. Use things like Jitbit and all that, and I'll show you those things next. Get a Gmail account. We all know they won. Let's face it, let's crown them. Here's your crown, Google. You win. You're the best, especially at email, right? Their email services are phenomenal. The proof, you're here. I don't even need to say this line anymore. It's like, well, we had a great November. Fantastic. We're having a great December too. People, we've had gentleman, I don't think he'll mind. His name is Les. He was being with us for so many years. He came back. He came back. Must have heard about the AI. Bill Gates in 1995, I think it was 95 or 96, said, we're converting to internet. George Kosh, me, said, what, over a year ago, we're converting to AI. Took a lot of work, but we're there now. We have a lot of AI powering Worldprofit. Believe me, a lot. That first video that I just showed you here will take you through this one right here, an introduction. Will take you through this stuff on this slide. It will get you through your profile, which, by the way, I wanted to show you something in your profile area. You want a new picture? Everybody wants a new picture. Just click on your image here. This will take you to the profile area. You can take a photo with your webcam. You can load it in. You know, this and this, you can do this, whatever you want with your picture. And then you can go, if you're platinum, you can go into the photo booth and load the photo and make changes to it. What I'm still working on is getting rid of this little background in the photo booth. So I'm going to work on that one too. That's kind of I don't mind a white background, but I really want to get rid of it. I want to have no background, so transparent. You can go to sites and make images transparent, by the way. Just Google it. And by the way, if you go up in your browser, okay, and you go in here and you hit your tab, this is new in Chrome. If you say tab and enter, it actually comes up to an AI that'll do anything you want. Isn't that something? I just saw that today. I was up there looking around and I'm like, wow, that's cool. Are there any questions so far? I really want to get to today's topics. Landing pages, what are they? Landing pages are what we promote to generate leads. And they're easy to find. They're right here under training, or click on training and click on add examples. And if you're ever lost and you just don't know what's going on, you can ask Sophia where add examples is, and she will tell you. She'll say it's under training on the top menu, add examples. These are the ads that you run, and they're beautiful ads. They're really good. This one is for the blog system. They're free to use, and you send these out, and when people say get details, they come down and they become an associate under you. Okay, they become an associate member under you. All right, so that's what landing pages are. You just go there and you promote them to the websites. And where do I promote? Well, you promote right here, training, and click on top safe lists. These are the places where you start your promotion system. You go, one of our favorites, state-of-the-art mailer and Hercules. Just if you do anything at all at Worldprofit, if I said to you, just do these 2 things, just this in your first 30 days. Join these 2 sites and send out a posting to them. And if you can do that, join the next ones, and then join the next ones, and join the next ones, and join the next ones. These are all worth it. And if you want, you can upgrade in them. They're all run by people that have been with us for many, many years. Okay, they're all good people that run these businesses. And then if you want more, you can go down and say top traffic exchanges. Got Lead Sleep, Lead Magnet, things like that. Okay, you can go in there and play around in there, see what you can do. Okay, and then there's even more. There's under freebies, you can click on the promo code center. These sites offer you so many bonuses just for signing up and using these promo codes. And these are owned by members of Worldprofit. You don't have to join them all. Join a few of them. See what you like. You can scroll all the way down the bottom and just pick one at random and say, I think I'll go to this one. Right? And sign up for it. Okay, so it's all there. That's it. That's all you have to do. We also have new design services. This is also up in your member area here. If you go to the top menu, you can see right here under design services, order a design package. It's up to you. This is just helping in any program that you're in, including Worldprofit. You simply show us an affiliate link. Say, here's my affiliate link. All you need, and you can pick an address under your domain name. And as you type in your affiliate program, the AI will pick some nice ideas for you. You can give us some notes if you want, but really all I do is I go to the affiliate link and I have our team using AI, they build a beautiful site. $67, that's it. And if you want, there can be an opt-in form on the site, especially if it's a Worldprofit one. All you got to do is put in the comments, we'll know. Okay, so that's there. Luther has ordered, how many Luther? 4 or 5 beautiful websites. And they all go into an area here where you can see your current websites. You can check your design status here and see what's going on. See all of your different sites that you've created. Okay. While I'm here, I might as well point out to you that we also, I should fix that little drop down. Ebook creator service. We've created about 15 ebooks now for people. Again, you can see the quality of the ebook. They're pretty good. They're very long books too. They're not like 5 pages. This one here is, how many pages is this one? 40, 50. You're looking at about 59 pages. I'll set up a little page like that at the end for you. Who is George Kosh? That way, when you give the book away, I always give books away. You'll, get that kind of thing. And all you have to do is say, put my image in, and I'll do that. Just give me a URL to your image, and then we'll make sure that's done. All right. So we've got new design service, ebook creation, and of course, don't forget we have our December end of year offers. If you're interested, all you have to do is click on the left menu and you'll see a button here to renew or upgrade. In my case, I'm already platinum in this account. So you can extend your platinum and get some bonuses for doing that. You get holiday bonus and credits. Okay. So Levi, you can if you want. It's just a way of having us set up a site, right? We can set up a site, but you have to give us an affiliate link or a web page that you want us to rebuild for you. But it's yours. It'll be on your domain name. All right. It usually takes a day or 2 to get it. All right. So you don't have to do it. It's there if you want it. What we do is we respond to people. We've had people say, I'd like you to create an ebook for me, or I'd like you to create a web page for me. Okay. Well, then just pay $67 and we'll set it up for you. Okay. We've We've sold so many, and as promised, the price went up. It's now $97 for a blog built on your website. I'll show you what mine looks like. You can get an idea. The Modern Blog is a very powerful blog that's all set up for search engines, and it's indexing and all that good stuff. The blog looks very professional. I really like it. People can click and read these articles. They're very well done. We have an AI writer for you that will create articles if you want. It'll even create these images for you. Um, this thing is absolutely incredible. There's articles, listings of all the articles with, that you have. I like it because you could have images. All the different categories are listed with how many articles in each category. Okay, so it's a really, really amazing site. Okay, yeah, it's just blog. That exactly, Florence. That's exactly what I tried to explain is, and I'll go on. I'm going to do my little thing now. Earmuffs if you don't want to hear it again, but I used to be a huge fan of WordPress. I still think it's a great platform, but it's extremely complex now. It really is. You almost have to go to college, and this isn't hyperbole or anything. You have to go to college now and take a course to learn how to run WordPress. In my opinion, they've just lost what WordPress was. It was a blog. Now they've tried to make it websites and everything that you can think of with millions of plugins and things like that. This is what a blog is. It's a place where you come to the main page and it says, what do you want to blog? Give me a subject, give me a message, and give me a resource box. Tell me about who posted this. That's it. It's got categories. That's it. And this will not change. This is a modern blog where you can have the AI writer write for you. All you have to do is click. This comes with the Modern Blog. Click on Article Generator, and you can generate an article on any subject you want. It will create an image for you. It will do everything for you. It's absolutely phenomenal. Let's have it write an article for us right now on how important is using AI to help with your business in 2025 or 2026. I usually do this, and you generate it in HTML. And the reason is, and this is in the help video, because this editor is an HTML editor, right? You can do all of the HTML if you want. In other words, you can make it look pretty and highlight and bold and everything, but I've pre-programmed this right in the background to say, if somebody clicks on HTML, I want it to look nice. I want you to do the niceness to it. And when it finishes the article, I want to be able to have this look really cool, and it will. It's generating a very human sounding article. And I remember a whole bunch of people came out way back and said, oh, Google is punishing people for this stuff and all that. Not anymore, because Google is AI, right? They're not going to punish you. So you can take this and you copy, and then you hit your Alt tab and you put it up here, and that's my image, right? And there's my subject, and we paste it in here. Select a category. We're going to say, affiliate marketing. Sounds good. The author and the date are fine. That's what they are. But this is the neat part. So you copy the HTML and you click on the source button and you paste it, and it looks like that. And then you go, presto, look at that. Isn't that something? And then I click the source button and I use my JIT bit, which is under Cool Tools, JIT bit. And I go Q22. All right, and there we go. So then when you publish the article, magically it just appears on the site. So look at my feature article now, right up here. It says future-proof your business, why AI is non-negotiable. Looks fantastic. You can read the article. I do. I do what's called pre-C. I usually just ease through it. Reduce competitiveness, inefficiencies, gone, Just good stuff. You can do product reviews. Product reviews used to be the most difficult thing to do, where you found a product that you liked and you said, I want to write a review on it. It's difficult, right? Not anymore. You just give it to the AI, say, I want you to write me, an article reviewing this product. Here are my points that I want you to make sure you bring up. And you could tell it, use bullets, use boxes or cards, and if you understand the lingo, right? And Mark says, I'm considering linking out to the modern blog and WordPress sites instead of using WordPress. Yes, that's fantastic. Yeah. Like I said, I think WordPress is a wonderful program, but it's found its way to very advanced programmers, really, right? And it's a shame. This is for us people, me. And I'm a programmer. I've been programming for 30 years. I'm just not going to sit there and struggle with this thing. This is beautiful. You can create a whole web page in here too if you want. You just go to the website builder and say, I want you to build a website or something. Shove it in there, see what it looks like. I've never tried that, but I'm sitting here looking at it going, yeah, you could probably put up a whole website, something really nice. And yes, Levi, it's clean. It's very clean, very solid. Okay. So there we go. How do you register your site? That's a good question. There just happens to be a video under site settings here, way down on registering your site, how to verify your site. So you can go right here and you can watch this video and it will teach you how to verify your site. This also applies to your main website, right? Like georgekosh.com. And in case people are wondering, what is this thing? What are you doing? If I go to my little whiteboard, I can explain things to you. What happens is you have your main website, which is, I'm just going to call it gk.com so I don't have to type out, right? You've got your gk.com, whatever that is. And then you've got a blog. And I like the name. You can make this anything you want. You could have it LK or myblog.com or whatever, but most people just say blog dot and then gk.com, right? That's common. It's like if you go to blog.worldprofit.com, blog.georgekosh.com, or for example, sandyhunter.com, her site is just a blog. So it doesn't matter, but they can link to each other, right? They can be linked. This one could write articles about this site. This one can do product reviews. You can do the same thing here, but this isn't a blog. It's a full website. There is a built-in blog here. You can go blog to all of your sites too. But I just prefer having more real estate. I call it real estate. Yeah, that's right. The blog poster is now obsolete. Absolutely. It's time to move. See, this is one of the cool things. I read the guy that runs Leads Leap. He said that one of the problems, and this is from him, not me, is people don't want to learn. They don't want to advance. They don't want to ever adapt. And I'm the opposite. I spend my whole day looking for new things that will make it easy. I don't like hard. I like easy, 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 easy. And this is easy. So that's what I like about all this stuff. And companies like that run these blogs like WordPress, they do that and they've wiped out 100,000 sites of those sites were doing something that they really liked. And they go, well, we don't do that anymore. Now we do that too, but not to 100,000 people. Lazy Blogger wasn't being used by anybody. No, it was because I get CCs of the postings and nobody was using it. Anyways, so how do you register your site? Just watch that video, that will help. And again, the article and email creator is part of the new modern blog. It's part of it. Unless you're platinum. If you're a platinum member, you get that included. Okay. New website design coming soon. So let's do a sneak peek. Now, let's go take a look at this here. So we've got, here, let me close off some of this stuff. Wow, we got everything all open here. Okay, so the way most sites look is like this. All right, so what my challenge was this site is quite old, right? This is called template or design number 63. So, and it works, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It does what it's supposed to do, right? It you know, looks fine. And a lot of people will probably still use this design. We're not getting rid of it, right? No, oh, Rich, that was one of the worst things about WordPress was commenting. As soon as you have commenting, you invite the disaster of the bot comments. That's gone. There's no commenting ever. That as soon as you said that, you almost triggered me. I just thought, oh, do you know how much we had a couple of WordPress blogs get 300,000 comments, and it blew the server up. It blew the server up. And then you say to me, oh, well, just block the bad ones. Get your wallet out. There's your Visa card. This is what it costs for the plugin to do it. The only plugin that worked was the Visa card. Put it in there and pay 20 bucks a month to have your comments blocked. And you're like, how come I have to pay for that? Anyways, you triggered me. You did it. You got me. Never will there be commenting ever. Yeah, it worked really good until they broke through it. So anyways, this is the way our sites used to look, and they still do. Let me show you the new template. This is what you will have the option of having for free. There's no charge to make that site. This site right here will look like this because it's the same stuff. You're going to have a logo up here. You have all the menus that you had. See, free traffic, just to show you, you go there and you say, well, where's free traffic? It's right here. Where's my, there's a top menu. It says home. I can add more. There's your social networks up here, still here, all here, all here. You're going to be able to pick sunset. We've got a nice forest color, dark, light, and ocean. I like ocean. It just seems like ocean, you know? So we've got this. So you'll be able to use the logo designer. You see, the reason I said to myself, well, why don't we have it so that people can put a logo up in the corner if they want? If you don't want one, then it just says home and then the rest of your menu items. So I thought, there's a logo maker. We have a logo maker in AI, right? In the member area. So people can go in the member area and they can click on the AI and say logo. I want a logo, right? So that could hook into the new design. So these two buttons are very cool. This one can go anywhere you want. This can go to my blog. You can also customize these, which you already have in the old one, home business, work from home, and this. And then this one actually can show a video of your choice. It will have a button that says find out more or get more information. There'll be a little button down there because you show people the video, they want to know how to get more information. You'll be able to give the video your own title, right? Yeah, I like the logo. I like something that makes this yours. This here is already in the member area. You can control the imaging that you have. So if we go into the member area here and I say, well, I want to change my logo, it's going to be the same as this, the controls. This won't change. What will change is a few things in the site settings, right? You're going to see that. And your header image, of course, you can add your own. And then you can manage them. So they're all here. You can see this one, use this header. I could change it to this one if I want. And right away it comes up and you would see it under my design, right? Okay, so you can change that. I'm going to make it so that you can put something down here if you want. Customize it. The left and right menus are the same. No, there's no change. I did make some nice additions to this area here. It will extend to the size needed for that page. So if the page is short or long or whatever. And of course, you can make the page different sizes. You can have it come in, right? You can also have it go full width. These are all going to be settings that you will have control of in the member area. What we may do is instead of the 1600, you would pick on a little slider what you want, right? You can kind of play around with it. I kind of like the 1600 because I have a big screen. But you got to remember, this will also scrunch in for, you know, if people are on their, if they're on their phone, it'll be mobile too, right? Then the footer is the same as it was, you know, down here. You can also add pages, remove pages, do whatever you want. And yeah, you see this space down here, that will go away. That'll be all done. So you can see there's some posts, like posts here, newsletter sign up here, and I'll make sure that there's an autoresponder sign up if you want. Probably add a little button somewhere, or you could just do it in here. Click on that for your autoresponder or something like that. Are there any questions about this? And Levi says, how do we post videos on the blog? Well, let's post a video on the blog. Do you want to do that? Let's post a video on my blog. This is a nice video, isn't it? So I can just go to YouTube. So what you do is you go to YouTube for your video. I'll make sure that you can actually see this here. So if we go to YouTube, right, and you wanted to post this, you know, you want this video to show up. All you have to do is you got to click on the share button, of course, and then you click on embed. And I know it's just do these things and turn the brain off, right? These are things that you don't need to understand. You just click on copy, right? Copy. And then you go to your blog, right? So I'm going to go into my modern blog here. And then if I want to just click on the source button and you paste it in there. Well, I don't want to do that though. I don't just want to have a video there. I might want to say something about it. So you could, you know, you could go in, and I'm the guy that uses AI to do everything. But anyways, if you just wanted to post a video, you would go like this, and you can say, here's my video at the top, right? You could just have a little, here's my video. Okay, and then, you know, how to post a video, YouTube video. I'll delete this when I'm done, but you select your category, whatever you wanted. Okay, no image. You could pick an image too if you want. You could just say YouTube. Oh, that was a good one. Why am I spelling that wrong? This one, just copy this, paste it in there. And so there you go. And then, you know, my resource box is the usual. I'll do this one a little different. Oh, Q22. No, Q33 was a new one I did. Sorry about that. Q33. I did a different color. Look at that. So publish the article. And then when you go look at it, you would see it as a feature article. And there I would have a video within the article, right? There it is there. You know, that kind of thing. So you could post anything you want in here. You just, and if you say, you know, Levi, if you say to me, oh, George, this is really, I'm losing my mind. I just can't take it. You go to your browser and you do that tab thing. You go tab enter and say, I need to have a nice article, nice article in HTML, please, about Worldprofit and how its AI is changing the business, affiliate business landscape. I like this one. I want to include this YouTube video. And I think I kept it, didn't I? Did I keep that? No, I didn't. So I want to go back to YouTube here and grab that code. Remember this code where you don't think, you just grab it. And then we go back to Google and you put that in there. And let's see what it does. You know, let it do the work, putting it together, you know. So Levi, you can use this if you want. Looks pretty good, you know. I don't know. Throw it in there. Use code with caution, of course. And then you put it in, and I can actually modify this article, I suppose. I could go in here and I can say, manage my articles, and then I can edit this one, right? And then I say source and paste it in there, see what it looks like. Looks okay to me. A little better than the one I did, I must admit. And then you save it and you see what it looks like, right? Let's see, you know, what does it look like? This, you know, YouTube video, there you go. AI, you know, double, you know, not very good. That's why I like our article generator a little bit better. But anyways, there you go. So basic HTML. You can say to it, listen, I want you to do this again in different language. Like I use Tailwind. I'm a Tailwind guy. But there you go. So that's how you do it. I'm not going to keep this up. I prefer my other article. So there we go. Back to normal. And that's also a nice thing. So a big congratulations now to Scott Gordon. I believe this is your first champion with, of course, Linda Elzey. You're in good company. When you see Linda Elzey's name up there, she's full-time. So Scott Gordon, Linda Elzey, top sales champions. And look at what we've got so far. December top sellers so far. There's the list. Many, many more days to go. December is a big thing. And you are welcome, Scott. Good work. And when people ask you, we used to have this thing. It was called How I Made My Last Sale. And it was really hard for us because we don't know. Like Sandy, Hunter, and I don't know how you made your last sale because we weren't there. So we used to always invite, and I'd be happy to hear from you in our tech support, how you made your last sale from start to finish. And that helps people that are new because they say, how is Linda always making sales? What are the steps she takes? And I can tell you one step that she does take is called Who's Logged In. And Who's Logged In is under Biz Builders, and it's called Who's Logged In. And what it does is it scans the people that have logged in under you for the whole week. You can see all activity. I'm not going to show you, but you could go through this. And the help video is very helpful because it's a help video, so it helps. So you can see I logged in under myself, right? You can see how many times they attended or watched the silver presentation video, things like that. How many times they logged in. And these are the ones that you want to focus on, but this is for today. You can also see all the activity. You can see how many of them have put in guaranteed visitors, which means that they're very active, right? They've come in, they've activated, and they've also gone in. This website attendance, I'm going to get rid of. I just noticed that there, that we don't have that anymore. We used to have a daily webcast that presented Worldprofit. It's really just the silver video now. Silver, well, traffic power pack. Are there any questions about any of this? Kevin Brown says, I'm thinking if you use military terms for positioning, I might get a better picture of what you're presenting. Yes, Kevin, I get it. Are there anybody with any questions at all? I will not be here next Friday. Okay, so there will be no presentation, no workshop next Friday, but then after that, we go right through. Anybody with any questions? I see a few people are typing, so go ahead and type. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. I hope, I don't know, I think you have a blog. Like I said, put your stuff in there. Do product reviews, make it exciting. You try to post every day if you can. Post something. Don't turn it into an auto posting system or anything, because that never works. Google catches on to that quickly. All right, everybody, have a fantastic weekend. I hope everybody, again, if I've missed anything, go ahead and do a support ticket or talk to Sophia. Sophia is very smart. Our AI knows a lot. Is the blog a yearly cost? Yes, it's every year. Cordell says, on my ads, the URL works, but if I press the tracking, it will not open in my browser. I don't know. You'd have to send me the details on that one. You'd have to send me that in support. I don't know. And Jim, you're welcome. So everybody have a great weekend. And of course, nobody has asked me when the new design will be available. It will be available before Christmas, for sure. There's still a lot of work to be done on it, but I will have it ready before Christmas. And again, there's no charge. It'll be my Christmas present to everyone. And to change to it, I'll make sure it's just a single click. You'll just change to this design. And then we'll get that done. All right. So everybody, have a great weekend. Thanks for coming.